Hey there trainers, welcome back to AdamantianGaming. Today we're going to be taking a look at Slowking, the King of Confusion himself, to see how useful he is in the Ultra Premier. He's going to be backed up by Escavalier and Empoleon. So yeah, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the battles.
Alright, first battle. So yeah, this team actually worked out better than I thought it would. The combination of Acid Spray on the Escavalier with the Confusion power of Slowking was pretty nice. Okay, so a good lead to start with against Walrein. With Escavalier, counter's just going to chip away, and we're going to go for an Acid Spray to double debuff their defense, up the power of those counters as much as possible. We do get a shield, that's lovely. So what do we do here? We're going to let this through, I think, yep. Escavalier can tank that, and we're going to quickly swap out, load out an energy into Empoleon on the opponent's Charizard. We're going to shield up, expecting a Blast Burn, but it is an Overheat, so that was a really good shield, and we're going to be able to Waterfall all the way down. The opponent brings back in the Walrein, and we're going to go for a Sky Attack, go for the kill shot, but the opponent blocks it, and we're going to go for a second Drill Peck to take out the Walrein, and the opponent sends out an Excadrill and then concedes the match. I'm not seeing a way for them to win. This is a good game, first of all. Oh yeah, I did put these matches in the wrong order, unfortunately. Just the first set. I've got two sets here, so sorry about that. We were both a 4 out of 5 set. So yeah, I just have to wait for this to pass. It was actually a good fortress as well. I know I don't show the stats, but it was almost a hundo, so that worked out pretty well. Okay, into the second battle. Against Mycopedria. Escavalier on Crobat, so that's a pretty bad lead. So we're going to farm up and try to apply the Acid Spray debuff, which we're able to do. At this point, the opponent's past the Poison Fang, so we're going to keep chunking away. And just before they throw the Shadow Ball, we're going to swap onto the Empoleon to tank the damage. It shouldn't do more than half its health. It's a good catch, and they bring out a Venusaur to counter the Empoleon. At this point, Empoleon is dead weight, so we're going to let it go down, and we're going to bring in Slowking to start applying huge damage with the Confusions. Shield up the Frenzy Plant, because we don't want that one hitting us. But it's a Sludge Bomb, which still would have done a lot of damage, but still worth shielding. And we're able to Confusion all the way down and leave with a ton of energy. We'll throw the Psychic straight away on the Walrein, hoping to either deal damage or get a shield. And we do get a shield, that's nice. And we're going to quickly swap into the Escavalier right before the opponent throws. Save our shields for the Slowking. It's just an Icicle Spear as well, so that's even better. The opponent brings back in the Crobat, and we're going to apply the double debuff so that Slowking can work its magic with its Confusion in just a minute. Let's farm as much as we can, do as much damage as possible. We fall short just of the extra debuff. That's okay. We're going to shield this up, just in case it's a Shadow Ball. We do not want to go down. It's a Sludge Bomb. And we should at this point be able to Confusion all the way down and leave with a bunch of energy for this Walrein. Almost 2 Psychics. I think that's 100 energy we've got there. So we'll throw the first. It is blocked, and the opponent gets to a move, unfortunately, so that's going to be a loss on our end. Good game. That's a shame as well. We did get to the Psychic, but even if we managed to throw it up, it still wouldn't have done even close to enough damage to take the win there. It is what it is. Alright. So we're going to go for the third battle. And we're going to be against Yo-Yo. So we're faced with a Walrein in the lead. That's a great start for us. Counters chipping away, huge damage. Now apply the acid spray buff, get even more damage. It's the typical strategy when we've got a positive lead. And we're going to quickly swap into the Slowking, but the opponent conserves their energy and swaps into a Venusaur, which isn't much of a counter pick. Throw the Frenzy Plant and we'll shield it up. And we'll throw a Psychic to apply shield pressure. We do get the shield and the defense debuff. These confusions are seriously adding up, and we're going to shield this because we know we can take it down and leave with a bunch of energy. The opponent brings in a Mamoswine, and we should have charged up to the Fire Blast there. We could have one-shot it, but we're going to go ahead and throw the Psychic because it will do a ton of damage anyway. Charge up one extra and make a quick swap into Empoleon to tank this Avalanche, I believe it was. Which will do absolutely nothing to Empoleon. Opponent brings in the Walrein and throws out an Earthquake, which does take us out, but that's completely fine because we've still got a Escavalier, which will do a number on both of the remaining Pokemon. This time we're not going for the Acid Spray, we're just going to go for the kill shot with the Drill Run. It is enough. The opponent brings back in their Mamoswine, but immediately concedes the match, knowing that there is no way for them to win. Good game. Okay, on to the fourth match. See, as you can see, the Acid Spray is like a vital part of this squad. It's all about boosting the damage for the rest of the team. Alright, we're faced with another positive lead against a Shadow Snorlax this time. It's exactly what we like to see. Them having, what was it, 20% less defense or something because of the Shadow. So it's already like they've been debuffed one stage, so essentially it's now triple debuffed. And we've got a ton of lag. We're going to keep tapping just to make sure that our attacks go through in the background. The opponent doesn't get any attacks through. We wipe their Snorlax out, and the opponent concedes the match, knowing that they've basically just got screwed over by the lag. It happens to all of us. In this case, we just got to be fortunate that it was in our favor and not in the opponent's. Next battle, the Escavalier's faced with a Gallade, so it's a pretty neutral matchup. The opponent switches out into a Crobat straight away, and we're not going to go ahead and swap yet. We're going to make sure that we've applied that double debuff before we bring in our Slowking to deal with the bat. Just so those confusions are doing a ton more damage. And at this point, we're going to let it go, thinking it would be a Poison Fang bait, but it was a Shadow Ball. But the tankiness of this Pokemon is insane. Slowking lives it. We're going to shield up because we've got a lot of energy now, and we'll be able to get it back on the next Pokemon. Crobat goes down to the confusions. Aggron comes in, we throw out the Psychic, go and do a bit of chip damage, maybe get the defense debuff, and we even got a shield, so that was huge. And it's a Shadow Aggron, that's nice. Alright, so we're going to bring in the Empoleon here. Hoping to tank whatever it is. I don't believe they charged up enough to get to Thunder. I could be wrong there, so we'll let it go. And it was a Stone Edge, thankfully. We're able to take that no problem. Quick swap into a Escavalier to get ahead on energy for the Gallade. And we're going to go straight for the Drill Run, thinking that the opponent has almost full HP, and they're probably not going to block, and they don't. So that evens things up. There should be a Leaf Blade at this point, so we're going to let it go, call their bait, and it is. Escavalier doing a number on the team here. We managed to get to the Acid Spray to double debuff for our Empoleon, which is going to be hugely helpful. We still have a shield left, so we can block whatever it is they throw at us. I believe it's just another Leaf Blade, and it is. And we should be able to farm down, which I think the move got through, so we can. And the opponent knows they're about to lose and concedes the match again. Good game, opponents. Next battle. Lil Dumb Kooky. Okay, we've got Escavalier up against Empoleon, yet another great lead. And we're going to go for the same method as always. Get that counter damage in, apply the Acid Spray double debuff, and aim to farm them down as much as possible or force them to switch out. We even get a shield. That is brilliant. And we manage to swap into the Empoleon to catch whatever it is they throw, knowing that it's not going to do very much damage. And our waterfalls, since it's double debuffed, we're going to be doing a ton more than theirs will be doing. And we tried to throw to force our shield or take them out, but they do manage to swap into a Sylveon, which actually isn't too bad, to be honest. I'll take that, actually. We're going to be able to reach another Hydro Cannon, put the pressure onto their shields, see if we can get them to throw one out. And we do get their last shield, and we're now 2 shields up, so we've got a huge chance to win at this point. The opponent is loaded up here. They should have at least a Psy Shock, so we're going to bring back in our Escavalier. And just to be safe, we're going to shield this up. And it's a Moonblast, so it wouldn't have probably KO'd, but it would have done a lot of damage, so it was a sensible shield. Escavalier is now loaded for this Empoleon. We're going to shield it again because, well, we know that Escavalier is about to win this match for us. And he really is about to win this match for us. Good thing we saved him, because now we've got a Tyranitar in the back, double debuffed and super weak to these counters. And Escavalier takes out no issue whatsoever. And just for fun, we're going to finish it off. A little bit of a troll with an Acid Spray. It's not quite enough, but we swap and Slowking gets the win. Valuable member of the team there. So yeah, nice game, opponent. GG. Diego. And a Escavalier into an Ampharos this time, so a pretty neutral matchup. We're going to go for the same strat as always, I believe, here, with the Acid Sprays. Because our counter's doing enough damage, and now it's going to do even more. So the match will be in our favour at this point. It looks like the opponent got some lag there. They stopped attacking for a counter 2. But you know what? All's fair in love and war. We'll take that advantage. The opponent brings in the bat, and we know what's about to happen here to it. We'll throw out the double debuff and make a swap into our King of Confusion, Slowking, to apply huge damage. I believe this is the Poison Fang, so we'll let it go, and it is. So at this point we should be able to farm all the way down, no problem at all. And leave a load of energy for the Ampharos. There is a CMP tag. So we do shield it up just to preserve the health, because we've got quite a bit of energy. And we did end up in a CMP tag, so it's unfortunately a bit of a waste. But we do get their last shield, and we're able to farm down. So that leaves them wide open, 3 against 1. Roselia cannot farm us down with the Bullet Seed, and we're able to get the Psychic off. And that is going to be a GG. Slowking is such a tank, and it hits so hard. It's a little bit slow, but when you pair it up with the Acid Spray from the Escavalier, it can just wipe out Pokemon like they're nothing. I was really quite surprised by how effective Slowking was in this meta. Alright, a Gallade, Shadow Gallade is quite a neutral matchup. A little bit hitting a bit harder than last Gallade we saw. And that was way too quick to be anything other than a Leaf Blade, so Escavalier can take that no problem. We'll charge a little bit over, and it's a good thing we did, because the opponent swaps into an Obstagoon straight into our trap. Double defense debuff, and these counters are shredding this thing apart. We're definitely going to shield this up, because we should be able to leave with more than a move. Well, almost 2 moves. And we're immediately going for the double defense debuff again on the Gallade. And then we get a shield as well, and we immediately switch into Empoleon. I believe this was too close to be a close combat, too quick to be a close combat, but we shielded up anyway, just in case, knowing that we can farm down with these waterfalls. And the opponent brings in a Swampert. So we're going to throw out a Drill Peck, and just do as much damage as we possibly can, hoping to force a shield. We don't quite get to the next move, and we have no shields left, so we're going to be at the mercy of the Swampert here. And they decide to empty their energy. We bring back in our Slowking to start chunking away and try to go for a catch, which we are successful in doing. The Escavalier at this point was useless, and all he is an extra shield. And they throw the Earthquake. Oh no! The Swampert gets taken down by Slowking's Confusion Brutality. And that again is a good game. Yeah, I think I got these battles pretty out of order. Well, not pretty out of order. I think it's just this. A few of them are out of line. But yeah, good game, opponent. Next battle, we've got a Dragonite, so a fairly neutral matchup again. Counters are actually not too bad against this thing. And we make a quick swap into Empoleon, leaving the energy on the Escavalier for later, knowing that we can tank this Dragon Claw no problem. The opponent swaps into their own Empoleon, and we've got that typical kind of slow matchup now. We'll farm up to 2, I believe, and then we'll throw the first. And the opponent managed to sneak for another waterfall, it sounded like, so they should be at 2 as well now, I think. We get a shield, and we over-farm accidentally, we tap a little bit too much, and the opponent's able to get their Hydro Cannon off. But we survive it with 1 HP and get to pile on some more pressure here. We get the next Hydro Cannon through, and we take it down to the red. Nice farmable range for our Escavalier. But they are at another Hydro Cannon. We're going to let it go at this point. We're going to trust in Slowking with 2 shields to handle the Dragonite and whatever's in back. But before that, we're going to throw the double debuff, as per the game plan. And make a quick swap into our Slowking, and look at that confusion damage on the Shadow Dragonite. That is massive damage. We're going to shield this up to preserve our Slowking. And the opponent brings in a Gengar. 1 shield each. Can we take this win? It looks like it's going to be close. Will we get their last shield and a defense debuff? And look at the confusions tearing away. Slowking survives with 1 HP. And now it's on Escavalier to close this one out. 1 HP left, and he manages to counter down. No extra debuffs. Shadow Dragonite is debuffed enough considering its shadow status and goes down to the Escav. Beautiful games. Beautiful wins. Slowking, a fairly valuable Pokemon in this Ultra Premier Cup, it looks like. There's a few confusion users about there. I didn't want to use Gallade. It's too weak to fighters, too weak to like flying types like Charizard's Wing Attack, Empoleon's Drill Peck. So I wanted to use a different confusion user, and the bulkiness of Slowking combined with its confusions and then the double debuff of Acid Spray is just huge when it comes to these battles. So this is just the last little bonus battle where I actually managed to land a Fire Blast with the Slowking. So we'll see how that plays out. Not a great lead into Gengar. We're going to let the Shadow Punch go through and apply our double debuff, because that's how we like to play it. And the opponent shields it up, thinking it could have been a drill run. Makes a swap, and we were immediately going to swap into our Empoleon anyway to just pile on the pressure to the Gengar. Luckily, they swap into their Charizard. At exactly the same time, we take the Blast Burn, survive it just, and we're able to get off a Hydro Cannon. And the opponent does let it go, not wanting to give up their very last shield, and Gengar comes back in for a 1 Shadow Claw farm down. And we're going to bring in our Slowking at this point. Ripping through this ghost like it isn't even there. And we're able to farm down before they get to 2 Shadow Punches. And it's an Escavalier in the back. They probably think they can tank the Psychic moves, so we're just going to go straight for the Fire Blast, even though they've got a shield still. And we one-shot it! That is beautiful. So yeah, as you can see, Slowking, a really nice pick for this league. Thank you for watching. Peace out.